Alright, welcome back. Whoops, it's not the right button. Start masterwork. That's all the potions I need for the competition. I still have 5 days left. Actually, let me see. I did put something in the garden, didn't I? It looks like it's gonna be that. Okay, come on, mouse. Don't be fucking with me here. Oh, wait. Yeah, you'll do, I suppose. Alright, brew. Not gonna matter how long this takes. Wow, that's crazy. Still can't fill that up. That's insane. Alright. 15 turns? Sounds good. Well, I guess we got 5 days of hanging out with people. Cool. Sparks and mana are good. I mean, the Yeti pelts are nice at least. Oh, don't look the greatest, but looks very nice. Good. And what could you like? I'll just give you the fucking... I know you're not... It's not your favorite thing in the world, but you like it a little bit. Alright, Baptiste real quick, I think. You got something for me? Yes. Death's Embrace. Nice. No. No. And no, I don't need any of those. Take your slime, though. I don't think I have anything to give Gwen real quick, but... Oh, I do. Oh my god, I have a lot. What the fuck? Alright, cool. Going back to Sid. Going to listen to music. And rank up.
Nice day for a shopping spree, isn't it? I don't really need anything, but maybe I'll see something I can't resist. In addition to you, I mean.
Sid grips Sylvia's elbows and steers her into the crowded marketplace, grinning madly.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Do I seem a little manic? I probably do. You've got to understand, back home, I never got to do stuff like this. I couldn't leave my house without being mobbed by fans and photogs. Forget about a shopping trip, there'd have been a riot. I feel ridiculous complaining about it. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it's a lot sometimes. I'm glad I decided to go incognito while in Rafta.
You always stand out in a crowd, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, good. I wouldn't want to lose you in the throng. But maybe I'll hold on tight, just in case. And for the record, it's not like I want to fade into the background. I just want a little distance between myself and my brand, I guess. My professional image is cookie cutter clean. But out here, well, my stylist isn't around to tell me what not to wear.
I prefer to make my own fashion choices, even when they're bad ones.
Totally. There's some things a person should get to decide for herself. Back home, it wasn't just my clothes or hair that were out of my control. Before this little sabbatical, my record label had final say over what I ate, where I went, who I spent time with. I'm telling you, Sylvia, they micromanaged my whole life, all in an effort to maximize my appeal to the widest possible audience. It's nice to get a break from all that, to explore my own style.
And write your own music.
Yes, exactly that. It's sort of all related, isn't it? Choosing your own look, the face you present to the world, and singing your own words. Words you believe. It's all self-expression. Find your rhythm, and people will hear what you're really trying to say.
All cards played cost 1 patient less next turn.
That's a tip I can tap my foot to.
I hope you'll be swaying along to my original composition soon.
So the writing's going well?
Yeah, I've gotten to the part in the story where our hero needs to lean on someone else. I could introduce an animal helper, or have our hero enlist the aid of a great magician. Which trope do you like best?
I think I'll do the helpful mage.
Helpful mage. You can't go wrong leaning on the supernatural.
If it's magic you want, it's magic you shall have. As for me, I want footwear, I think. Did you see? There's a whole booth over there just for shoes.
I saw a pair of boots with some pretty severe spikes. I think they might suit you. But you should be the judge of that.
You've got me figured out pretty well, haven't you? Come on, let's both try on a pair.
Alright. That's good. That's good. Oh, I should spend this last section with somebody who has a rank up ready. Luna have one? I know she's already like rank 3 or 4. She does. God, I can't check it here, man. Alright, I'll just do this. I'm pretty sure she's already rank 4.
It feels good to stretch my wings. I pulled an all-nighter last night. I feel like I've earned an ice cream. That's ice cream with air quotes. I'm lactose intolerant, but I make do.
Luna orders a cup of shaved ice. Out of an array of flavored syrups, she selects the coffee flavor, and then offers to pay extra for an additional few pumps of it. Then she asks them to pour an espresso on top.
That's basically just iced coffee at this point.
Ooh, iced coffee sounds delicious. Let's hit the cafe on our way back. But first, I have some news I wanted to share with you. It's big news, and as soon as it happened, all I could think about was telling you all about it. I have this funny feeling that good news will be even sweeter in your company. Sort of like this shaved ice, actually.
I'm all ears.
Well, you know how I've been going door to door to door in my effort to sign up clients? Of course you know that. That's how we met. Anyway, all that legwork paid off. I've got a brand new client. A big one. And this client, they came to me.
Congrats. That's gotta feel good.
It sure does. Now I get to shift from actively growing my list of clients to really focusing on the ones I've got. You, for instance. I don't want you to worry. I'm not going anywhere.
So, who's the client?
Oh, well, I actually can't say much until it's official. There's a trial period so they can be sure they like my work before committing to anything. I had to sign an NDA. It was super exciting.
You are getting paid though, right? During this trial period?
Well, no. But the work I'm putting in now will really pay off in the long run.
That sounds fishy. Are you sure they aren't taking advantage of you?
I appreciate your concern, but this is nothing I haven't seen before. There's no reason to worry. This client vets the people they work with, same as me. I'm sure I'll pass muster. And bonus, my parents will be so proud.
Do your parents keep up with what you're doing?
Oh yes, Mom and Pop are very invested in my career. They check in for updates pretty regularly. I think it's hard for them. I'm the first in my family to move away from our hometown. And there's a lot of us. I have 85 siblings.
Wait, really? That's incredible.
It's not so unusual for moths. What's incredible is how accomplished all of them are. Among us, there are a dozen doctors, twice as many lawyers. I get all the updates from my parents. They're really proud of my brothers and sisters.
And of you too, right?
You know, I think they're getting there. Like I said, the distance is hard on them. They worry about me. But when the deal with this client gets announced, oh, Sylvia, they'll be overjoyed!
I'm happy for you, Luna.
Thank you. And like I said, don't worry about a thing. I remain committed to the high level of service you've come to expect from me. In fact, I've got a coupon here, just for you.
A coupon? Wow, you really do get me.
I knew you'd like it. I pride myself on client care, after all.
Yeah, I knew that was coming soon. I was like, has to be, man. There's a Fayberry. And we're back home. She took that well, all things considered. What well? What did I forget? Oh god.
I wonder what vacations are like.
Greetings, Sylvia. How's business? I trust you're not letting that ghoulish little girl get to you.
Anubia? She's unnerving, but I'm not too worried.
Good. That's good. Because someone needs to take that little upstart down a peg.
I guess you're not a fan?
A fan? Of an outsider coming to my home and acting like she owns the place? I should say not. I've traveled extensively. I've seen her grand empire for myself. It's a sterile, cinder block dystopia, a monument to mass production. Her factories spew bile into the air and the seas, and the people accept it because in the short term, their lives are comfortable.
And that's what she wants to do to Rafta?
Her large-scale business model requires it. There must always be a new market. Success is defined as growth, not equilibrium. But she's made a dire mistake coming here. Rafta doesn't need another queen.
That's right. You took down the last one.
Something like that, yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past. I only meant to say that Anubia can only grab as much power as people are willing to give her. Whatever her other ambitions might be, I'm not going to let her dominate the potions market.
Merp.
Very good. That's what I was hoping to hear. I like you, Sylvia. You know your place. Good luck out there.
I know my place? What's that supposed to mean?
I think the boy's gotten a bit big for his britches.
I was never a fan, you know. All he has to do to sell a potion is flash his dimples and bat his eyelashes. The rest of us work for a living.
Wait, is that why you have such an issue with him? Because you were competitors and he got all the attention? Oh my gosh! You're super jealous of him, aren't you?
I had dimples too, you know.
From the few images we could see of Oswald, Oswald's a pretty good looking dude. Fine. Oh. Yeah, this one here. Here. Oh, no, that one there. Alright. I don't want to arrange nothing. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna let the cauldrons chill out for now. We'll come over here and select yeah, and then I'm just traveling. I will talk to Sid. I think that makes a good sound. I have to assume she'd like this. Damn. It's not the kind of like I was hoping. I was hoping she would love it. Alright.
I hope you're taking care of your vocal cords, Sylvia.
I can't say I've given it much thought.
You should. It's another similarity between us troubadours and traders. We both use our voices a lot. And believe me, you catch more flies with honeyed tones.
Throat spray. Remove a random debuff. Oh, it's an opener card? Oh, but it decreases stress. Interesting.
I'll learn to love my larynx.
Good. Maybe we should start by going someplace more quiet. Guildhall's livelier than ever, and while crowds are good for business, it'd be good to be able to chat without straining our voice boxes.
I like getting you all to myself. World's greatest backstage pass.
You don't need a pass, Sylvia. You're a lifetime VIP. Come on, let's get out of here.
Now this is a view.
Isn't it just? I've been coming up here to write, whenever I can sneak away for a few minutes. And the song, it's going good, Sylvia. Really good. Probably expecting too much, but I sort of feel like it could be important, if that makes sense. Storytelling is powerful. Storytelling set to music. It makes people feel things, and that's some potent magic. At least, it is when you get it right. Speaking of which, this story needs conflict. Which type should it be?
For song, probably external.
External conflict. Every story needs a great villain.
Our hero against the world, right? Sounds smart to me. I'll see what I can come up with. And, well, I hope you know how much I appreciate your willingness to be part of my process like this. It means a lot.
Hey, I'm happy to help out.
You really mean that, don't you? You want to know the secret to being a good songwriter? It takes more than having a sense for lyrics or rhythm. You've got to notice things. You've got to see people. I noticed you the moment I walked into your shop, and I haven't been able to stop looking since. What really caught my eye was your kindness. You were kind to me before you even realized who I was. I don't know if you know how rare that is. So, if I could be a little bold here, I'd really like to date you, assuming you like what you see.
Oh, I like what I see. And I love what I'm hearing.
Wow, really? You mean it? That's amazing, Syl. We're gonna be so good together.
I tend to agree. We're both forces to be reckoned with. And even if we're from two different worlds, it feels like we're coming from the same place.
Truer words, Syl. You inspire me. You make me want to sing. I hope you like sappy music. There's just so much sappy music coming your way.
Do you mean right this minute? Because I'm sort of in the mood to be serenaded.
Oh, are you? Well, good news. I think that can be arranged.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't realize I was at that point. Ah, shit. Nope, doesn't have one ready. Bushwhacking. Alright. Back to my place. For another day done. That Robin was always that Robin has always rubbed me the wrong way. 3 days. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Roxanne it is today to hang out with. Gotta give presents out. Alright, Roxanne. Is your bismuth? Favorite holiday involves burning effigies of enemies and trading gifts with friends. Get in on the latter to avoid being the subject of the former. Ah,
Wow! It's hot down here.
You flirty thing, you.
No, I mean it. It's sweltering.
There was a frost enchantment keeping the lava's heat in check. I deactivated it, then threw on some kindling for good measure. I like the heat. Like most demons, I grew up underground.
Just be careful not to burn the place down, please.
I suppose I can avoid that, but it's hardly fair that you keep amending the terms of our arrangement.
I think don't set my house on fire is a pretty reasonable request.
You're right. Of course you're right. Oh, truly, Sylvia, you are a font of wisdom without equal.
And you're laying it on a little thick.
Sometimes pandering is the best way to steer a conversation in your favor. Dignity be damned.
Who has time for dignity anyway?
Wield the power responsibly, dear protégé. Now, as toasty as it is in here, I find myself in need of more kindling. Care to come along? Here we are. There's bound to be abundant driftwood along the shore.
I assumed we'd be buying kindling from a vendor. I know this one druid.
There are some things you must do yourself.
Roxanne takes a piece of driftwood from the sand. She pulls it close as if sniffing it. Sylvia can just make out the sound of Roxanne whispering in an unfamiliar language.
Was that a spell?
It's a ritual, but not a magical one. I don't mean to be secretive, but I tend to be private about my heritage. You could say I'm still working out exactly what it means to be a demon living on the surface. Suffice to say, there's a ritualistic significance to the gathering of fuel for the hearth. So please keep your eye out for more driftwood, but allow me to carry it all myself.
Whatever you say. I want to respect your traditions.
Particularly the traditions that save you from manual labor, hmm? I'm only teasing. I appreciate you taking this seriously. And every demon carries their own kindling during the week of 1,000 pyres.
I'm not familiar with the Week of 1,000 Pyres.
It's a time of great importance to my people. You see, demons didn't always live below ground. Long ago, we called the surface home, until generations of conflict finally forced my ancestors to flee their homes. They left everything behind and undertook a great migration. But still, that wasn't enough to satisfy their oppressors. The exiles were pursued by their enemies. Ultimately, they were backed against a mountain range. Things looked dire. Lighting pyres for their fallen, the exiles despaired for the future of demonkind. Then, in the light of those many pyres, something was illuminated in the seemingly endless rock of the mountains. It was a cavern that led to a vast network of underground tunnels. More than that, it was salvation. We've lived underground ever since, and 1 week each year we keep our hearths blazing in memory of those who came before.
That's a beautiful story, but so sad. I can't believe I've never heard it before.
They say history is written by the victors. But I've found survivors tell the more compelling tales. Thank you for allowing me to share mine. I'm far from home, Sylvia. To my knowledge, I'm the only demon on this entire landmass. It's not in my nature to feel lonely. But when demonic holidays like this roll around, I think of the people I've left behind. I think of my family. And I'm glad not to be entirely alone here.
Let me know if your nights get lonely.
We might find other ways to keep you warm.
Dear girl, I'm not sure you could handle the heat. Thanks all the same. I'm not sure I realized how much this particular holiday meant to me until just now. It's not altogether irritating to be sharing it with you.
Well, one more rank up for the day.
I've earned a treat. I think you've earned one too.
I do like ice cream.
Then you shall have it, darling. Just let me do the talking.
Roxanne slinks up to the counter and orders a pair of spicy cinnamon ice creams. She goes for her wallet, but it isn't there. She mutters apologies. She pats herself down, searching, coming up empty. Then she bursts into tears. The hapless ice cream merchant, desperate to stem the weeping, offers the treat free of charge. Roxanne quickly brightens up, a little too quickly.
What was that?
That was the performance of a lifetime. And if you haven't yet tried the emotional minefield technique, you very much should.
Wow. Customer complaints, raise interest by 10, and then apply sympathy for the following turns. What the fuck, man? Okay.
I'll practice it. But first, ice cream.
Sylvia tucks into her ice cream immediately. It's tasty. She devours half of it, and Roxanne still hasn't touched hers.
mind?
Oh, just mulling over some of my recent accomplishments. As of this morning, I've submitted all the paperwork and fees required for my business license. Now all that remains is to schedule my exam.
I've heard that test is pretty tough.
To which I say, bring it on. If I feared a challenge, I never would have ended up here.
How did you end up here? I don't think you've ever said.
It wasn't because of any inheritance, I can tell you that much. As a girl, I had an insatiable interest in the surface world, inspired by the bits of debris that made their way down from the human cities above. Empty flasks and loose change, bootlaces and hair ribbons, I'd pore over all of it. But my favorites were the magazines. They were full of images of beautiful women living lives of glamour and luxury. They made it all seem so very attainable. And though there were no demons pictured in those perfumed pages, well, my powers of illusion were second to none. So I decided to ascend. I left a note for my parents and took off into the night. But the surface world was not what I had expected. Those with more money than they could ever need can use their money as a sort of lure, trapping others in an endless cycle of toil, hope, and obligation, all while increasing their own wealth naturally. Faster than I would have thought possible, I went from having nothing to having less than nothing. I was in debt. Deep, dangerous, demoralizing debt. And I realized I always would be. So long as I continued to play by the rules of rich men.
Wow, Roxanne, I had no idea.
Yes, generally I prefer it that way. But something about you makes me want to come clean. It's probably your big bovine eyes. Anyway, Now you know how I ended up running cons on the streets of Rafta.
I've had it easy by comparison. It's easy to lose sight of that. Particularly when my inheritance has been both a windfall and an albatross.
I suppose we both had to learn that if something seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Oh, another one, huh?
You're every bit as good as advertised, I bet.
Well, I certainly haven't received any complaints yet.
I have a minor complaint, actually. You haven't touched your ice cream, and now it's all melted.
Oh, good. This is how I prefer it, you see. Ice cream headaches are my greatest vulnerability.
Wow. We must really be friends if you're telling me your weaknesses.
Weakness. Singular. You're welcome to look for more than one, but I don't like your odds, dear.
Okay. Well, that'll be enough for today. I gotta go make some cookies. Yes, I'd like to place an order for delivery. Not delivery, bro. It's DiGiorno. Alright. I'm gonna go make some cookies.
What are you doing
Oh,
up
no.
so early?
Market research.
Vague, but uncharacteristically brief. That works for me.
Stick around, Sylvia. You might learn something. Ah, here we go.
Fair tidings.
Yikes! Anubia? Are you feeling all right?
Your potion has arrived within the promised time frame.
My what? What is happening right now?
Thank you for your business.
Wait a minute. Oswald, did you order a potion from the competition?
Like I said, market research. I wanted to learn a few things, such as how speedy Anubia's service is. Pay the drone now, won't you?
I will not.
And I wonder what happens if we don't pay.
Thank you for your business. You have an unpaid balance.
We may have found Anubia's weakness if her entire workforce is this mindless.
You have an unpaid...
Shush, drone. We were just talking about how foolish your mistress is.
You might be onto something, Oswald. If nothing else. This dummy is perfect for practicing my festival trash talk.
Oh, I'm Anubia. I think I'm so great. But I'm really a big brat, and when I lose a festival, I'm gonna cry like a stupid baby. You Toad! How dare you speak to me thus?
Wait a minute. Anubia? I thought this thing was a mindless drone.
Less a drone than a husk. One I can inhabit at will. It's a useful talent. My eyes and ears are everywhere.
But that means you're spying on people? People let these things into their homes. They have no idea you can listen in whenever you like.
As if anyone here were at all interesting. But you're a fool if you think trading potions for coins is the path to success. The only truly valuable commodity in this world is data. Selling potions is a means to an end. It gets me into their homes, into their heads. And once I've learned all there is to learn about the people of Rafta, they will be my subjects in every way that matters.
You're a total megalomaniac. And if you think I'll stay quiet about this...
Tell whoever you like. See what good it does. My prediction? People will give up a little privacy for a little convenience. And I'm offering a great deal of convenience. Thank you for your business. May your purchase bring you contentment. Don't forget to rate your experience.
I'll rate my experience all right. Unsettling, would not recommend. I mean, did you hear all that? She's a total creep, a monster. And she's wrong about people. Isn't she?
No.
I hope so, Sylvia. I suppose we'll learn soon enough.
Competition is fast approaching. Are you on track? Yep. Finished them a couple days ago, Oswald. Don't you worry, man. I almost clicked the fucking end day button. That would have been bad. I'm just gonna use number 5 again. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. You have a good day. Bye.